If you're out there live on the set with me, you guys, this is Kareem. And if you're out there on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, KareemAntonio.com, go ahead and share this, like this, love this, because you saw the graphic today. We're talking about how we are not just diversity. I'm sick of black folks. I'm sick of folks sitting up here acting like all that we are is the diversity. Like we ain't nothing else. Like we ain't got nothing else going on but sitting up here in diversity. So go ahead and like this, you guys. Love this. Send us out there, you guys. We got about 5 minutes. We got a countdown for you, but I'm testing the mic. Share this, like this. We are more than diversity. We start in 5 minutes, y'all.
Hey, you guys, Kareem Jackson. You are live on the set, and I'm going to take you around the world with me. My dream as a minimalist CEO, turning my clients' dreams into reality is what I do, showing that success is truly for everyone. Hey, you guys, I've got new shows weekly. Stay tuned and live your best life.
Stroll down the runway, another payday, cover of magazines. And when they see me, they wanna be me. I am the fantasy. Cover girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. Cover girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. Two Grauman's Chinese, red carpet TV, valet my limousine. Box office sweetie, and Oscar nominee. Now watch me snatch trophies. Woo! Cover girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. Cover girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. oh, oh. Walk, now walk. Walk, now walk. Stroll down the runway, another payday, cover of magazine. And when they see me, they wanna be me. I am the fantasy. Woo! Put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. Cover girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. Bump and bump it, bump it and bump it.
Monday.com is the ideal platform for any organization that is looking to make their work more efficient. For nearly 40 years, the Smyrna team has been assembling quality, award-winning cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs.
Monday.com is ingrained in our work life and our project tracking and has become an essential operating system at Nissan. The extensive customization allows us to build whatever we need. And for a large organization, it saves a lot of confusion and a lot of time.
Monday.com allows us to connect all of the platforms we use through integrations. If we need to share a file with someone or a calendar with someone, we can do that with Monday.
We've tried quite a few different platforms, and I've seen them come and go. I believe Monday.com has to stay in power because they're transforming as we're growing and transforming, so we know that they're growing right along with us.
Three, 2, 1, we are live! Hello, world! Success is for everyone, baby! You're live on the set with Kareem Jackson! Yes! Let's go!
Hey, you guys, good morning, America. Wake up. It's Monday morning. You got to get your ass to work. If you're in the Philippines, good evening to you. Happy tea time, England, Africa. Afternoon to you. Folks in America, you guys just getting up, you're getting out there, you're getting this traffic. Are you already up in the traffic, getting your makeup together, and you are dreading this Monday morning? So I love to come here on Mondays and talk shit to you and let you laugh at some of these DEI questions we be getting in here every single week. Today, we're getting into all of the questions because we're behind on questions. Y'all are mad as hell, so we're going to get into those questions. We want to thank everybody, all of our friends, all of our allies. If you guys are out there, you want to use Monday.com, please do. Please do. And I'll tell you, I'm not an affiliate. We just get we get paid to advertise them. So there's no affiliate link. Just go to Monday.com, you guys. I want to say one thing to you guys as well. I had a great ass weekend. We had a great Friday. I'm in Manila all weekend long. I am at the studio here, by the way, in Manila, you guys. Oh my God, it was a hectic week. This whole situation, this topic today we're going to get into is we are more than diversity. And I want to let you know ahead of time, the illusion of inclusion is tomorrow's episode. So it's just like a double episode because we got some folks that we think need to hear some stuff out there. The fact that when it comes down to it, forget the whole affirmative action thing, forget the whole questions we get about proving yourself and becoming this and becoming that. Folks, Black folks, we're more than diversity. It's not just like you got a new toy or a puppet or oh my God, I checked the boxes or oh my God, I can brag to my corporate people that I got a Negro on the diversity board, or I got a Negro on the board of directors now. I think a lot of you have taken this into a novelty. It's cute, but I want to break this down and get in this whole episode about the fact that Black folks, we are much more than diversity. And if you guys are dealing with this, you guys know that we have questions from Black folks, and a lot of times the emotional, the stress, the strife, the flip side of the other questions, and thinking that Black folks dealing with this on the other end of this ignorance, it's terrible. We know a lot of you guys watch live from LinkedIn, you guys. We thank you for being here, but these episodes usually are pretty much for you, hence the name Black LinkedIn, but we are live everywhere. So don't forget that. This is a great way for you guys to get exposure for your businesses. We want to thank those who sponsor us already. We've got some great commercials throughout the show, and we have no shame in promoting and talking about the people that support us. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. You guys know Brother Joaquin is here as every week. He gonna get into this. We're gonna get into it real quick today. We started a little bit early, so we can go ahead and talk to y'all for a minute. But let me tell you something really quick about the whole diversity situation, the whole thing about how things are. The reason that we do the Black LinkedIn show, first of all, because a lot of you guys every week you ask why. I mean, yeah, we get mixed reviews. Some folks get it, and then other folks, they don't get it. So understand this, that when it comes down to it, you guys, the reason is because we are not in the damn algorithm and we are sick of it. I cannot make it any more clear to you. I am sick of it. I really don't know. Even you noticed today, you notice we changed the thumbnail. We put white text and black background because we think, okay, maybe when they see the picture of the black girl or the black guys or whatever, something with the algorithm, the AI that they be using, sends us only to black folks. Whereas we specifically let everyone know that, yes, it's Black LinkedIn, but there's a white segment. The Monkey in the Room segment is for white folks. Most of the questions and many of the views, many of the replies, shout out to all of our allies out there, are not. This show is great because you guys, there's over $5,000 on every one of these episodes and value from just that you would have to pay us to sit with you for 2 hours. Me and Joaquin on Friday, it was Joanne Penny. Shout out to Miss Joanne Penny. Love you, sister. That was a great episode. You guys were getting that all together. We'll put it back out. They missed the live episode. It was a 2-part thing. It was a hectic ass day, y'all. But we worked out. We got her. And she answered questions with me. It would cost you thousands of dollars to get this conversation. And the reason that we're doing it is because we really believe that you guys, come on now, we need help. I am personally sick and tired. I love you. And we're going to give a shout out. We got a commercial with, I'm going to shout out to this girl. I'm going to show her commercial. And me and her, we go way back about her. Which one we got here? Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. I'm going to show you that their commercial in a little bit. Shireen Daniels, you guys, yeah, in about 2 minutes. You guys know her. She's wonderful. She's out in England, y'all. She's one of our sisters from across the pond, kicking ass and taking names. She has a commercial spot. This is her profile. She's a rock star already. She don't need no applause or no introduction or nothing. This girl is a rock star. This is Shireen Daniels, you guys. She's got a commercial out right now, and I want you to see this commercial. You got it real quick. Check out this commercial, you guys, and I'll be right back. Supporting our Black LinkedIn family, y'all. Because y'all won't do it. We're going to do it for them.
Hello, and welcome to Advancing Racial Equity.
You cannot do things differently if you first do not seek to disrupt yourself.
Now I just had to sit with it for a minute. I had to let it marinate.
If you see or hear somebody who is doing what you're deeply afraid to do, they become the point of contention. And I think I always had this fear that I would be too black.
Representation is an output. Right, it's a symptom, it's not the cause.
And in the corporate world, it's why in many organisations we will consistently have leadership teams who are made up of predominantly white people.
There is no shoe cam. However, I just want it confirmed that we all clearly got... So thank you.
You guys, okay, the sisters on LinkedIn, they killing it, y'all. We are killing it on LinkedIn. And one thing that you guys know that differentiates us from everybody else is that most of us have businesses, practices, products, We're not just looking for jobs on LinkedIn. We just don't need a gold check. And plus, most of us, I mean, $100 a month, really LinkedIn, that's like 5,000 here in the Philippines. Over 5,000. 5,500 is what it is in the Philippines to have a gold LinkedIn account. It's probably about 35,000 in Africa somewhere, like in Ghana. I mean, how can anybody afford that? Come on, you guys can have like a $20 something for everybody. But that, you guys, Shireen Daniels is kicking ass. And I love her to death. I think you guys should take her stuff, buy her book, support this sister. She's been doing this for a while, and she's killing it. But I do notice one thing is that you guys, a lot of these DEI folks, a lot of the folks that you've been hiring in your companies, their focus is to help you feel better. That's what it is, to help you navigate, to help you deal. And you know who I'm talking about when I say you. None of us, I don't have a DEI consultant. But my company, I'm the only black person in my company. Well, my godson's here, Jamal, he's half black. We got Shays comes through, does the styling sometimes. She African. Mandela's African. But but the team, and we've been with us for years. And I don't need any diverse equity consultant, how to deal with Filipinos, how to deal with Asians, how to deal with Africans and Chinese, and I don't know what, but you guys need it. So you guys need it. But you know what I hate, and the reason we do this show, where I'm getting to this, and why it's really on the back of my mind, is because at the end of the day, who's helping these black folks that are going through the crap that they go through with you? So you guys, welcome back to the Black LinkedIn Show, where we were redefining you guys a narrative. We're rewriting the script of what it means to be black on LinkedIn. This episode, you guys are diving deep into the topic that is long overdue. We are more than diversity. But you guys, before we get into this, this is the Black LinkedIn Show. It's Monday. Y'all made it to the weekend. You going to work, and you gonna need more than yourself to get through working for these people. So we want to praise God. We want to give you guys some prayers. So can we please start off with the prayer to bless your drive into your damn job on this Monday morning in the USA, and bless your tea times in the UK and Asia and the Philippines. Thank God you made it through another Monday. Also on LinkedIn, Dr. D, baby. Tell him, Dr. D, give us some praise, sister. Give us some praise, Dr. D.
Good morning. God bless you all. I am Dr. D. Knighton from Kansas City, Missouri, Shamar Ministries Online, and also Shamar Ministry of School. I'm live here at my own local assembly, World Harvest Ministries, and I want to pray with you this morning. Father God, in the mighty name of Jesus, God, we thank you and we praise you. We give glory unto you, for you are worthy to be praised. Now, God, as my friend Kareem go on air, God, we ask you to embark the listeners, God. We ask you to let them be able to hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. And God, move them in a way that's going to make them productive for the kingdom. We come against every assignment of the enemy that want to steal, kill, and destroy. But God, we thank you because you give us life and life more abundantly. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Thank you all for joining in with us this morning for your morning prayer. May the blessings of the Lord make it rich and add no sorrow to you. God bless.
Thank you, you guys. I want to give you guys a shout out to Dr. D. She's also on LinkedIn. You might not realize that, but she is a Black LinkedIn member. That is her own ministry. She's a doctress, helping folks find the Lord, helping folks lead others to the Jesus way. I want to get you guys excited. Only God can do it, y'all. We want to get you excited, y'all. And now that we know we get the little praise going, and all the white folks, now that they done left the room, y'all. They done left the room. Get your coffee, you guys. Let's wake up and let's get excited, y'all. Don't stop it yet. Yes, only God can do it. Wake up, you guys. It's Monday morning. Only God can do it. Only God can do it. Happy Monday morning, you guys. Black LinkedIn. I want to thank you guys. I want to bless your week and tell you we are thinking about you. We know what you go through. We know what you go through. We know it. We got your questions, you guys. We've heard it all, you guys. I'm gonna tell you this, and then we're bringing in Brother Joaquin is here. How's it time? What time is it here? Okay, y'all. Joaquin is here. This is the show time, actually. That was all. I started early so we can get all that out of the way before the real meat and potatoes of the show is here. So you guys, we've heard it all. I'm just telling you that affirmative action, diversity hires, niche marketing, tactics. That sometimes feel like it's the only way we as Black people and entrepreneurs, Black individuals in general, the only way we can get our foot in the doors through these programs, through these situations. To be honest. But guess what, you guys? We're done with that narrative. We are so over the whole affirmative action, the whole begging, the whole narrative of all that stuff. We're ready for integration, recognition, and a taste of what we call reverse DEI. I want this show to show Black people to white people. I want this show to show Dr. D's business, to show Sister Shireen Daniels' business to white people. And I wanted to make sure that we, of course, meet ourselves, because all the time we see Russell Simmons, we see Beyonce, Brother Noah, we see him. We see the popular, we got all the executives, you got jobs out there working for people. We see them, but we don't see the entrepreneurs. We don't see the people out there like Joaquin, like myself. You don't see us, you guys. So let's face it right now. Let's be very clear. We want the same exact respect, the opportunities, and the support as other business people, owners on this platform, LinkedIn, the market demographic, because most of us are owners. We're not looking for jobs. I know that's new for LinkedIn. We're not posting resumes. That's why a lot of Black folks don't upgrade, because we don't need to post resumes. We're not looking for ad managers. We're not looking to solicit. We're looking to promote our businesses. Estelle Brooks, love her. You're going to see her commercial again later this day. She's on here helping Black folks work out, elderly, older, mature Black folks, and anybody work out. She's over 70 herself and is a bombshell. Thank you very much, Shell. Thank you. So we're going to get into this and be very clear about some things, you guys. We want to be in that LinkedIn market demographic. That's what we're asking for. We're here to stir it all up, you guys. What do they call it? We want some good trouble, y'all. we want to really be in the pursuit and showcasing all of our talents on LinkedIn. I look at some of the folks, non-Black folks on LinkedIn, with the silly stuff that they do, the basic stuff that they do, and they get much more than any Black law firms, any Black accounting firms, any Black insurance firms, any Black coaches. Shireen's amazing. Joanne Penny is amazing. That's only two. That's who you see. And we're tired of that. We're really sick of that. We want to be showcased. We want to be able to promote our skills, our talents, our businesses, and we're not competing with corporate diversity and DEI initiatives anymore. We're not doing that. We got to set our own gold standards in general. The DEI thing doesn't work for us. Unless you want to work for them on the plantation, or unless you're already working on the plantation, it doesn't work for us. I don't get any tax breaks if I hire an Asian or a Black person. I get nothing. I don't understand. DEI doesn't do anything for us. We know how to deal with white folks. That's the whole issue. We know how to cut our hair. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna get to this when Joaquin comes on. You guys, we'll get into this is case out of Alabama. This girl won 800,000 pesos. Y'all, we get into this case. We got the video for where we're right. The 800,000. Y'all, this girl won $800,000. I'm sorry, I said pesos. $800,000 for a Crown Act hair discrimination. We get into that later too. And I'm gonna give you help from Hyundai and a security company in Alabama. Things are changing, you guys. The entire world is witnessing a shift right now. If you haven't seen, if you're wondering what's going on with inflation and things like that, the entire world is witnessing a shift. Over 80% of the world's population, you guys, is connected to small businesses, solo entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs just like me and Rakeem. So whenever you criticize, whenever you ignore, whenever you chasing down the corporate pig, you're just chasing them down, begging them from every damn thing. You're forgetting most people have small businesses, black and white, Asian included, Mexican included, businesses around the world, period. You're missing a whole market. So when it comes down to these individuals and shaping economies and employing the masses, it's small business people. They're what makes the world go around. It's not the big people, you guys. LinkedIn, hello, LinkedIn. Come in here closer. LinkedIn, I'm talking to you. You need to recognize that we're not just the next millionaires. We are the now millionaires. And Black LinkedIn is leading the way, whether you see it or not. There are more Black female entrepreneurs right now that just popped up than any other demographic in the entire damn American population. There's more Black women with great degrees than anyone else in the American population. There's more Black people in the travel industry. I mean travel. I don't mean travel agents, them too. But there's more Blacks, women and men, gays, LGBT, Blacks. Don't separate us. In the travel industry, traveling, getting their passports than any other demographic ever. And here's our vision, you guys. I got a vision here. When it comes down to the whole vision, you guys, what I really want is that one day I want white people and corporate businesses, you guys, to look to LinkedIn not only for diversity hires, but also for their Black suppliers, contractors. Okay? I envision, a future where Black entrepreneurs like me had to leave America, outsource my company to Asia to get my piece of the pie. But I want it to be where Black entrepreneurs can access the world with the same exact ease that everybody else does. Not everybody, but you know what I'm talking about. Because Asians, you got a problem. Latinos have a problem. Remember now, y'all doing as bad as we are. I ain't seeing no Asian pop up in that damn algorithm either. I ain't seen no Indians pop in the algorithm either. I don't see no Mexicans pop in the algorithm either. I'm just talking about Black folks, but I don't see y'all either. So y'all need y'all's own show. Because at the end of the day, you guys, this situation, this inclusion, this reverse DEI, this is the entire essence of what we are more than diversity means. It's this whole episode. I'm setting you up here. Okay? So in this episode, you guys, I want to say this to you. We're going to delve deep into the popular Monkey in the Room episode. I know you guys are all here for that whole question and answer segment. Y'all love that segment. I don't know what the hell is. Y'all love that segment. We're getting into that. We're addressing the emotional, you guys, because maybe many of you don't realize this. You think you're allies, or either you know you're not allies, but you do not realize. And that's why I put these certain things out there to show you, because a lot of you guys on LinkedIn, y'all working so damn hard, especially in corporate white America, y'all ain't got time for your families and nothing, so you're not going to get this information. I figure I put it in front of your face. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you guys, we're addressing the emotional, the mental, the devastating effects, because I've had them myself, of racism and failed DEI initiatives in the workplace. You guys are so busy worried about what you feel, not being racist, being anti-racist, being micro, whatever. You're so worried about yourself. You don't think about Shaniqua Shante and Tyrone over here dealing with your stuff. You don't know what it's like. You're so busy checking boxes that you don't realize these are human beings with kids probably and families and all that crap. Otherwise, why would they work for you? If they have kids and family, they have their own businesses. They'd be in their own home. They'd be enjoying their life. They'd be traveling to goddamn Dominican Republic or something. But they're instead working for you. You don't really understand that this whole situation, we're just scratching the surface. But I want to get this episode, I want to get Black LinkedIn to where it is the go-to place for some DEI conversations. Real conversations. I don't work for you and you don't work for me. I'm not worried about how you feel. I'm not going to be professional. I'm not going to dress my hair. I'm not going to worry about if I'm too black or too gay or too big or too whatever the hell. You need to deal with it because in the day, I own my company. And the reason I do is not because I want to be an entrepreneur so bad. I did. But I knew damn well I couldn't get to where I am begging you for a position and then begging you to not fire me from said position. And I couldn't help my own people if I was in that position, like many of these DEI executives, because they're also worried about losing the $100,000 a year job. So we're diving deep into all those issues, you guys, because they affect us on a daily. I want you to wait 1 second. There's one more thing, you guys. We also invited our white counterparts, as usual, just letting y'all Black folks know. They invited to the cookout. We got a few white folks, specifically, 10? We invite 10 folks to the cookout today. So we get into their questions later on. And they probably, I did not read the questions this week on purpose, but they got to ask those triggering and ignorant questions that they can't pose to their DEI executives and consultants at the office. They cannot ask their Black colleagues by the office water cooler these questions. They know damn well these are not proper questions in the work environment. So what you guys get ready for the real talk, you guys, we always have here on the show. You guys know this is what it's about. It's Monday morning. We here with you. We're trying to wake you up this morning, you guys. We got some genuine insights and unfiltered conversations you guys have been wanting to have. So you won't find this anywhere else on LinkedIn. I guarantee you that. Nowhere else on Facebook Live, YouTube Live. It's only going to be here to have these conversations. And remember, this is live recorded. This is not the recording episode. So you can actually call in, comment. If you're mad, I know you can say it. We hear it. We here for it. So turn this, into something that's a group event. Think of this as a group Zoom meeting. We don't charge fees. There's no access. Everyone is welcome to watch, but only 10 folks is invited to the cookout. So we only got 10 questions for today. So tune in, you guys, and be part of the entire movement. That's all I got to say, you guys. So at the end of the day, I want to say this really real quick, you guys. You guys know this guy. He's a great, great brother. He's got his practice. He's definitely amazing. But before I introduce him, we are here for Black folks on LinkedIn. That's our purpose. So I want you to meet one more phenomenal Black person on LinkedIn. Her name is Estelle Brooks. She's been a client of ours for years. Helped her with her website, her ebook that's coming out, you guys. This is Estelle Brooks. After this commercial, we're going to bring on Joaquin, y'all.
Hey you guys, Kareem Jackson here for Black Kansas City, you guys. This is By Black KC Show. Hey you guys, you know this fantastic, amazing, beautiful, sexy, beautiful diva, this queen, this Estelle Brooks Fit For You. You guys have seen her all over town. They implement a strict safety protocol against COVID-19. That's what got them popular during the whole COVID lockdown situation. Then from that situation, we all learned the value of our food, the value of our health, the value of our hygiene. We learned so much about that. And Estelle taught us all. She went online and changed the game for elderly, older, seasoned, professional fitness for all of us. She's a health and fitness instructor. She's over 70 years old, you guys, and she looks amazing. Her body fit toning, everyone saw this live online when she was doing it on Facebook at Estelle Brooks on Facebook, you guys. Then she went through and she showed us all. She went to people's homes. She went to her home. She went out in the community and showed us how to get fit and in shape with her boot camps and all of her personal training. She's helping others to maintain a higher quality of life through health and fitness for generations to come. That's what Estelle Brooks is doing. So take care of yourself. This is the sign. This is the sign that you've all been waiting for. Go and get that healthy lifestyle right now. There's no excuse, you guys. Fit4you.com. It's right there. All of her tools, all of her packages, and soon she's going to be training instructors all around the world how to help their elderly family and friends to get in shape as well. So you guys, go check out Estelle Brooks. Fit for You is for you. She's going to show you how you can be over 70 and fine. And thanks for watching Black Kansas City, the By Black Kansas City show. Kareem Jackson live on the set, baby. Go get healthy.
Three, two, one. We're live. Hello, world. Success is for everyone, baby. You're live on the set with Kareem Jackson. Yes, let's go.
What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? Black LinkedIn. Good morning. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. You guys, you know that on this show every week, every Monday, y'all, we are bringing the heat to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know that we always bringing it, and you know that we always here for it, and you know that we're unapologetic, but I could not do this alone. I've got to have my road dog with me, you guys. My co-host, he's extra special. He's joining us right this second, you guys. He's not just a co-host, by the way, y'all. He's the rock star, the foundation, the pillar of wisdom, professional who's been with us since week one, you guys. And he's been here week in and week out. You might call him the mind magician, the clarity king. Anyway, he's got keys to unlock some of those doors, you guys, in your minds that didn't even know that you had were there, so that you can reach higher levels and you can obtain the best career, the higher career, get the life you want. He's that guy. So without further ado, you guys, let's give a warm welcome to the one and the only Rakeem Mitchell.
Thank you so much. That was really a grand introduction.
You know, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it right. You know, I'm trying to get it right. You know what we're talking about is, you know, we got to overachieve. You know, we black folks on LinkedIn, we just can't walk in here and be in a bathroom somewhere and do a podcast.
Yeah, listen, I appreciate that. I'm over here. I'm just hearing it, and I'm like, oh, all right. It's, you know, trying to stay humble. But I love being here. I love doing this every week. You know, not nearly. I appreciated last week when you shout out, like, you know, what I do and, you know, my company and everything. So, I'm not here for any of that at all. I'm strictly here to bring my skill set and service to those who may need it the most. So, I love it. I love it.
Well, before we get into this stuff, you guys, Julie's going to be right back. I want to hear about this new little package you got. I'm just, y'all, we're going to get into the whole episode, and we have an actual thing that I want to talk to you about, brother. I'll tell you this. There's this whole Crown Act thing. We're going to get into that too, right? But, brother, you got a new package. You helping folks out there. You know, this is what it's about. So don't be shy. This is exactly what the hell we got Black LinkedIn for. This is it. Don't self-promote your ass all day long. I don't give a damn. Please let them know what you're doing right now, brother.
Well, yeah, as you guys know, my name is Rakeem Mitchell. My business is Antidote for Humanity, where we're a company that's all about the vitality of the human spirit. And what we like to focus on is mindset, mental health. We like to focus on performance, and you know, how to maintain the daily life struggles and transmuting that energy into our goals, transmuting that energy into our families, transmuting that energy into our relationships in order to have them thrive and have them be successful, and for us to be successful in whatever we do. So our vision is for us to be at rock bottom. Like, you could be at rock bottom in any stage in your life and still being able to shift and rise above and all of your expectations and achieve the things that you never thought that you would be able to and that you could only dream of. My package right now, I have one coming in the future that's specifically for fathers, but my package right now is to help out entrepreneurs, small business owners, parents, like,
I'm sorry. Don't skip the daddies. What's the daddy package?
Oh, no, I'm not skipping the dads at all. I got parents.
What's that one? We need help.
I don't want to drop the name or anything of that one yet. Like, I don't want to drop the name. I'm just letting you guys know that there is a specific package that's coming out just for dads, and whatever state they're in. If they're executives, if they're entrepreneurs, if they're like a struggling dad, like whatever. I have a package that's coming out for them. But the package that I have today and that's available is the Miracle Mindset model, where we're training to use our minds to perform at a high rate, as well as having that profound peace that you have, that you're looking for in your life, and using whatever life throws at us to, again, transmute that energy for success, whatever that looks like to you. So that's what the Miracle Mindset model is all about. And further ado, let's use some of these skill sets to help people in the DEI segment.
Because I'll tell you something, and the reason I'm asking you to do that is that, I want you to promote yourself. And as I said at the beginning of the show, yes, he is for hire. Yes, we want to make money on LinkedIn. Yes, we're professionals, the same as they be doing. They give you 10 keys to living the best life in the world, and then they got a damn funnel at the end. So we're no different than they do. We're no different at all. Thank you. And there's a lower graphic with our pictures on it, right? The graphic. Okay, because I'm going to promote the hell out of us today. I'm going to forget that. The whole point is not to be shot. You see, I put Shireen Daniels. I put, bring us two full screens, Julius. Bring our pictures bigger real quick. Oh, it is? Because I'm waiting for, I got a little delay. Because I want to be in people's face. They can see what the hell we're talking about. Because I think that's the whole point. Is it they need to know that there's guys like you out here. They're not going to know about it because typically these, to me on LinkedIn or whatever, Black folks, we have a certain way of promoting ourselves. And I want them to know that, one, listen to what the hell you're saying and what we're talking about, because you are a very qualified person. They're lucky to even have you on the show answering their questions, especially when these questions are very rudimentary. So I want to make sure that I put that out there and let them know, no, this is who this guy is. Don't let the black skin, right, and the fun demeanor fool you, as you usually hear about, and think that we're underqualified because we cool. At the end of the day, no, we're not underqualified. That's why he's excellent with fathers, especially black fathers with mixed babies. Let me just be more direct. He's very sweet. Fathers of mixed babies, daddies dealing with those modern women issues, dealing with those workplace issues. His packages are great for you. Guys like me, entrepreneurs, I'm like one of the football players, and I know that if I got the right paradigm, I could kick the ball from one end all the way to the other end, but I got a mental block. I know it, but I can't. He's good at that. And for us snobs like myself that think we're all the shit, sometimes someone like him can articulate things to us so that we can better understand ourselves. You ever taken the Myers-Briggs test? He's kind of like a Myers-Briggs dude. Like, he explains your shit to you. And usually we're talking some high tier level stuff, not dealing with, time management. He's not talking about how to better manage your, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Rakeem, right? Like, we're talking about up here. And so I want to just put that out there. I'm sorry to overplug you today, but I figured that I need to do that because we've got some crazy ass questions. And we're going to be very unprofessional. It's me. What about the black lady with the 800,000? Did you get her graphics and stuff like that? Julius? The $800,000 lady? You? Yeah, I think so. Y'all, okay, Rakeem. The reason I want to put this story out here first for us to look at and talk about, I think I may have mentioned to you. I think there's some graphics also in the show, the show Communique. There's graphic or whatever. This woman, and I'm just telling this, and I'm telling you this is okay. This is a DEI. It's a show, y'all. It's a girl with the. Let me you guys, let me see. We're gonna look for this. I want to make sure we show you this stuff because it is completely amazing. And for both black and white, I want companies to realize you need to stop doing this. In Alabama, where this happened, they do not give a damn about no Crown Act, but they still lost the case. And the whole point is telling these black women and these black men, we've all seen the kids, the high school students wrestling, they got to cut their hair, all this stuff. And white folks, y'all think it's a joke. You think it's funny. This woman, the backstory is that she worked for a security company. The present security company is the one that actually hires for the help desk or the mail room or whatever the hell it is for Hyundai in Alabama. Who knew, right? And she went hired. She went through the training, and then 2 days in the training, they call her in. And mind you, she's pregnant this whole time. They call her in. They complain about her dreadlocks. They don't like her dreadlocks. They say it's with the length or whatever. And they fired this black woman. She's 2 days. And let me tell you this too. And Rakeem, you tell me if I'm wrong. White folks, if a black person is working for a white company like that, you have no idea what bull hell they probably went through just to get their ass the job. Okay? She finally gets the job. She probably spent money on clothes. She might have got a new car. You don't know. You know how we be doing, Rakeem, right? She might have moved to the closer apartment there. You know what I'm saying, right? So they fired this girl after 2 days. She sued them, and they had a week-long trial. That's it. So 7 days total cost this company $800,000. So
astonishing.
You heard about this, Rakeem? I'm gonna look. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did check it out. I saw it.
See, I'm trying to get these graphics because folks, they don't be believing me, brother. They don't be believing me. They be thinking I'm not telling the truth. They be thinking I'm like, no, you got. I don't know what's your DEI executive. I don't know why, how their DEI executive person didn't say nothing, didn't pick it up, didn't hear about nothing. But I couldn't imagine losing almost $1 million because you just didn't like her hair. You see, where with those graphics? You seen those graphics, Julius? There's a screenshot we had of her stuff, and let me see for this.
Okay, I have it. It's the girl.
What's the girl is the case? It's a guy. Okay. We gonna do what we known for this. We're gonna show you the brother on LinkedIn who did the actual video. Then I got graphics of her case, and then we have a statement. Rakeem, we professional shit now from the law firm.
Oh,
yes,
statements from the law firm.
From the law firm, because they said we coming for y'all, motherfuckers. If y'all do this again, they got a hotline, everything. They got a whole website just for black girls being discriminated against their hair. And they even got a picture. We got to find a screenshot. They've got a picture of all the relaxers that cause cancer. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Stand by, you guys. Stand by, you guys. We're getting together. Like an impromptu crazy story. So we threw these on our guys here. Yeah, I got to let me see here these graphics too. Because I had these. Oh, I know where I sent it. The law firm. Let me see. Because the law firm sent me this stuff. Wait a second. You guys, because I want you to see this. This is crazy to me, to be honest. It's cool. It's nice. But yeah, it's crazy to me. And it's even crazier to me. Did you find that, Joe? I mean, Julius, you found it? Okay. And then we're going to get into the questions, you guys. We're not going to keep much longer with you guys on this. But I definitely want to. Okay. I'm sending you the graphics too.
Why some black.
Hold up, y'all. I'm sending you these two. But hold up, you guys, because I definitely want you to see this. Yeah, there you go. You got the whole screen and everything. Look, there. There's another one too. I sent in the group chat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I sent you another YouTube also.
Have been proven to cause cancer. Luckily, there's a lawsuit out there that seeks to compensate. A black woman named Davita Key was fired over having locks in Alabama, so she sued and won $800,000. Davita had only been working at this Hyundai plant for about 2 days before she was reprimanded and fired. This speaks to why some black women might feel societal pressure to perm their hair. Because in some circumstances, if they don't use those hair relaxers, which have toxic chemicals, their livelihood could be at stake. Unfortunately, it's not just their livelihood that's at stake sometimes, but it's their health that's at stake all the time. Because these popular hair relaxer companies have chemicals that have been proven to cause cancer. Luckily, there's a lawsuit out there that seeks to compensate black women the same way Davita Key was. This lawsuit filed by Leif Cabrasser, Hyman, and Bernstein, along with Equal Justice Society and the founder and CEO of Omega Daughter, Judge Stephanie Jones. And they're looking for people who have gotten cancer after using these hair products or have concerns about getting cancer. You can fill out this form right here in my bio if that's you, or you can sign up for their newsletter here if you just want to be informed about any updates with this case. Because this case right here should be a reality for every black woman, so they don't feel pressure to use those hair relaxers unless they want to.
And we've been asked, you got a graphic there for the law firm, you guys? Okay, and I've been asked you guys to actually also mention, you guys, Davita knew she had rights, and so do you now. If you ever gotten a perm or have gotten cancer following your usage of a perm or fear that you might get cancer, then you're eligible to be included in this federal lawsuit. Please go to hairrelaxercase.org, hairrelaxercase.org. Hashtags Alabama hairstyle, dreadlocks, dreads, perm, black hairstyles, hair care, black hairstyles. They got a white ally hair, natural hair care, all that. This is the law firm, y'all. This is the team. They coming for y'all. I'm telling you, this is no joke. You guys think that telling people to change their hair, making these women go through these things, they got a whole damn team of hair relaxer. I couldn't see what it said, but they got a whole hair relaxer case team. They made $800,000. Yeah, they got a whole team just for black girls with hair issues. So anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I don't want to sit up here and have you guys go through this too much. But of course, you guys, hairrelaxercase.org. So let's back to Rakeem. You guys, Rakeem, what do you think about this, brother? This is the.
I feel that it does, raise some attention upon the whole a whole purpose of diversity would be for people to embrace their culture and for you to be welcoming that culture into your company. So there's a quote unquote standard of look or past practice of what the look of a business woman should be, and obviously there's a perpetuation of that look not being the natural hair of a Black woman. So
she was
I
pregnant.
don't think you should. She only worked there for 2 days. So it was like, what was the point of you hiring her? Like, was that a part of the hiring agreement? Like, oh, you're supposed to, fix your hair and whatever fixes to you. Obviously, we don't know if it's straight. We don't know if they wanted her to cut it bald. We don't know, throw a wig on. Like, we don't know what, what I'm saying, what the requests were, in the sense of what to do with her locks. Like, like, I don't understand. But again, I'm sure they will never do this again, like do it again, having to pay, like you said, almost $1 million.
Poor Hyundai. Where are they from? They're Korean, right? Chinese. Where's Hyundai? They're from out here where I'm at. They probably have no clue. They're like, what happened?
Yeah, they have no clue. Like the plant over there, they're like, wait, we have,
What happened in America? We lost what? For what reason?
That's exactly what it is. But like you said, over hair, like, and it should, raise some eyebrows and some attention towards a lot of companies where it's like, you really should be in just embracing people for who they are and allowing people to, like, you're not hiring someone for their hair.
And she's pregnant, bro. She's pregnant. Like, don't you know? Like, I can't imagine you would literally call her in, go through all this stuff, and then not realize, well, I guess apparently, so if she would have cut her hair and used relaxer or whatever the hell, and then gave her baby cancer or something, then what? And I realize, and the reason why I'm talking about this, even though we're joking, you guys, I know that you're live on LinkedIn, you're watching this, and maybe you're an ally. Women who use this stuff, it is cancerous and is definitely deadly to the baby's milk. That's why most women, I don't care how professional you are, I don't care what you're going through, you will see most Black women get them little afros when they get pregnant. No different than stopping drinking, no different than stopping smoking, because why would you put chemicals? Remember, white women, you're not putting color in your hair. Maybe some of y'all are, but you're not supposed to put color in your hair. You're supposed to stop the bleaching, right? When you get your hair, when you're pregnant, you know that. Why do you think it's different for Black folks? So if you can run around and you're supposed to be blonde hair, blue eyes, but you got black hair for like 9 months, that's okay. But sister, so anyway, Brother Joaquin, we got a line up for the whole segment for the monkey in the room. We're going to do the whole back-to-back because maybe we'll be done in time and get everybody so we don't have anyone saying they watched for 2 hours or 4 hours and never got their question answered. So we're going to start this, you guys. You got our little graphic here. This is Monkey Room, you guys. This is our apologetic situation here. And by the way, if you guys know this real quick, for the graphic there is down there. But right now, I want to give a plug really quick to liquorexpress.ph. Of course, you guys, if you're in the Philippines, you guys want to get some cocktails. Liquorexpress.ph is exactly what it is. It's express and it's liquor. So that's Q-U-O-R, by the way, for the people in the back of the bus, not Q-O-U-R. I have to always say that, Rakeem, because they do get it wrong. I don't know. They always get it wrong. But Liquor Express, you guys, right down here, liquorexpress.ph. You guys, if you're in the Philippines, grab you a cocktail. We got sangria. That's Imelda Marcos. His liquor right over here. This right here is VSOP. I'm drinking a little bit of vodka and orange juice in my cocktail here. So you guys, liquorexpress.ph. But without further ado, you guys, Monkey in the Room. This is the question and answer segment, you guys. You guys have all been waiting for. You guys love this. You love when we go through, when we get into these questions, because one, we don't owe anybody anything, and you know these questions are funny, and it's nice that we can enjoy and we can have a lightweight conversation about these issues. But Brother Rakeem, is Rakeem back in the room? Is he back here? All right. You guys, this is the professional. I'm going to tell you this again. I'm going to reiterate this. White folks, if you're watching this guy over here, he and I combined over $5,000 in 2-hour consultings for you to sit with you and answer these questions. Black folks, we're just helping you out. This is pro bono for y'all. I'm just saying, folks asking these questions, you paying a lot of money to those DEI people, and you still apparently can't ask the questions that you want to ask. What's the first question, brother Julius?
Okay. Here's 10 questions from Black LinkedIn members for your episode on the mental stress, rejection, imposter syndrome, and racism issues affecting Black professionals. So this is from
Yeah, Black folks first. We heard you, Black people. No more the Black folks are first. Saying white folks wait till the end because we get into your questions. It's Black folks are first. Yes.
Okay. First question, Tasha from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, Tasha from Georgia.
How can we deal with the daily microaggressions and stereotypes that affect our mental health and well-being in the corporate world?
Go ahead, Rakeem, brother, take it away.
I think they're worth being addressed. How is getting down, like any form of communication, is getting down to the nitty gritty of like what's the intent behind the statement, or what's the energy that's going behind it, or like where are you coming from, like what's the source, and then begin to educate upon like that it may be insensitive and how that it may be insensitive, because sometimes some people don't know, but if it is coming out aggressively, like like they're having some real reason behind what they're saying, then yeah, I'd also call that out too. Nice. And begin reporting some things again, because it's obviously this may be the culture of this workplace, and it might not be from the top down, but if it isn't from the top down, it's worth reporting it and making sure the people from the top aren't included in this, and they'll do something about it. So that's communicating, getting down to the source, and from there doing what you have to do to make sure it's not just about you and just for you, but it's for other people of color too that's in that workplace.
Wow. Okay. Is he still talking? Still there? You're done?
Yeah, I'm finished.
I'm sorry. I'm on delay. I'm looking, going, you stop, but then your mouth is like doing like this on my screen. What happened? A little bit of a sister. Is it Tasha? Tasha, girl. First of all, you need to complain. For a Black girl to say microaggressions and use the proper word, it must be huge aggressions, because we don't complain. The same as they say Black women, when it comes to pain, they think that you can handle more pain because you're a Black woman. And in the day, if it's a microaggression to you, it's probably a medial aggression in real life. So you need to address these things. You then said that you have mental health issues from this crap. Who's that? What is that?
Let's go. What was that?
Oh, is that Tasha? Tasha, your babies are loud, baby. I'm sorry. Yep. Tasha, I'm asking you a question. Her babies is she's stressed out. First of all, Tasha, girl, you need to address this. If it's affecting your mental health, this oak. Luckily, we are strong because they commit suicide. They act out. They rash out. They hurt themselves. They go into depression. They need medication, which then they get addicted, and they call it, what they call them, the white folks get addiction. But it's like, you need to address this. This is a very serious thing. You need to think about, why are you working there? If they have microaggressions and you're feeling mental health issues, what are you working there for? And you just heard the case, 800,000. So I'm gonna say, Rakeem, I think that's crazy when someone tells you they have a mental health issue from their job. I think that's where I get angry the most, is I'm thinking, this is a job. None of my guys, are you depressed?
No.
I don't, is that fucking normal to y'all nowadays in America to have mental issues at work? Right? It's like normal now. Like, they just ask, what do I do about ironing my pants in the morning and being ready before 8 o'clock when I get to off? Like, what? You're talking about mental health and aggressions. Anyway, sorry, number 2. I don't want to.
Darnell from Chicago, Illinois. I often feel like I have to work twice as hard to prove myself. How can we overcome imposter syndrome and self-doubt when constantly navigating these challenges?
What do you think, Rakeem?
I feel like it's unfortunate that any of us have these foundational insecurities, which we all do in some way, shape, or form when it comes to some form of achievement and overcoming the various obstacles when it comes to growth. But what is specifically in this situation for Darnell is like, he often feels like he has to work twice as hard to prove himself, and that is something that we feel like we have to do. A lot of, especially as Black people, we feel like we have to work twice as hard just to be noticed, and whether people think that it's a thing or not, it's still someone's feeling, and they feel like that they have to. But the most important thing is, regardless of anything, working twice as hard, I would say, gives you twice the experience, and gives you twice the knowledge and the know-how, which meaning the know is you have an ability to be able to lead and teach other people some things that others who may have gotten it easy might not know. And how can you overcome the imposter syndrome and self-doubt is not promoting myself specifically, but get yourself a coach, get yourself a group of people who supports you and wants to see the best version of you. And I would say specifically getting yourself a coach and any coach, especially a performance coach, will make sure that you have all the confidence that you need, all that self-doubt, and you'll get over those obstacles or those blockages, what we call them specifically. And that's how you can effectively navigate these challenges and that insecurity you feel at work. You would understand your worth at your job, and that whatever you're going through, like working twice as hard and what you're doing, they'd be very lucky and realize that they have you there, or you'll take your talent somewhere else or create something for yourself. Yeah.
I agree with you, brother. I completely agree with you. I think that it's one of those things where I hope that people at LinkedIn understand this too, because they've had their issues with this with their Black employees. They've had leaked Zoom meetings on LinkedIn before they were bought out by Google. I want to say that a lot of folks out there that are non-Black and these companies you work with, this is what the people that are working in your office are thinking about. Yes, the Bible says that the meek shall inherit the earth, and I'm a witness at 51 years old, because Darnell, you sound like you're a little younger than me. So I'm going to tell you that, yeah, exactly what Rakeem said. He's a great coach. You should at least contact him. He got like a free little 30-minute some consultation like everybody, the white folks do. But the point of it is that, one, you should be able to be average and have the damn job. You should not have to overcompensate just to have the position. That's one. But yes, since you're doing it, what happens is you're going to be geared differently than everybody else. When I left the United States after being a professional entrepreneur, top of the line, award-winning in America, I could literally work 15, 20 hours a week and make the same money I made back in America, because out here, they just ain't trying to hustle like that. Their goal is not to kill themselves at work. That's not what it's about. I'm going to tell you this too, brother. Besides the imposter syndrome, I go through that. And to be completely frank, I have my sessions with Brother Rakeem too. And I guess a little bit of it, I don't really know because I'm all fucked up and that's why I'm talking to Rakeem. But I think a little bit of that is imposter syndrome. But of course, if you're the first black or the only black or the one, how the hell how are you not going to have imposter syndrome? They're not more qualified. Let me put this out there too. And they're not more qualified than you. Because they don't hire Negroes too often, you don't have the experience, obviously. But experience is not qualification. If they hired more black people, people of color, more women, more minorities, whatever the issue might be, they would be more minorities and black people with experience in this field. So don't feel guilty about that. Just let that go.
Next question, Lauren from New York, New York. What strategies can we use to combat systemic racism and discrimination in the workplace? And how do we ensure our voices are heard and respected?
Wow. Go, Rakeem, go.
That's deep.
Is that what y'all be going through? Is that what
I mean, obviously it's what people are going through, and it's great though. It's great that we're here and being able to provide some form of valuable solutions for people. You just had placed, I know she's in the UK, but you just had placed someone, I forget the name at the point at this moment, in the beginning of the show. You're doing a shout out and a promotion for who's a DEI consultant, and but I would say if your company doesn't have DEI consultants, I would say that's great. Why? Because you get to bring that to the table and you get to shop for and bring to the table a DEI consultant of your liking and who you feel that would be there for you guys as employees and not the employers to just scratch off a box to say that we have a DEI consultant. And I'm just thinking of like a strategy really fast, because if we're coming from the point of view of what to do from as employees from within the workplace, I would bring to the table, hey, if you guys, this is what's going on, right? And we want this to stop, not just for us who's working here as professionals, but for anybody else, and mostly for the outcome could be great, not just for us, but for your company. So we've done the due diligence for you of finding a DEI consultant, but in that regard, you'll be able to shop for a DEI consultant and work with them and reach out to them and make sure that you guys are developing a plan that's specifically for the people, the employees, and not so much for the employer. And the reason why I say that is because that's the only way, unfortunately, in most cases, that unless you can gather up enough of your fellow employees or people who are not willing to be fearful of losing their jobs or whatever, because that's what it comes down to. A lot of people are fearful of losing their jobs, and this is why they don't speak up in a constructive manner, or they feel like Kareem says, sometimes they don't feel like they're able to articulate enough what exactly they should be fighting for, and a lot of times they don't want to go around, proving how there's a lot of insensitivity and discrimination within the workplace without it just being speculation from themselves. So you'd have to go around literally writing down conversations and names and situations and times and dates. I would do that as well, just to have physical evidence towards the situation. But yeah, shop for a DEI consultant, tell them what's going down, tell them the steps you already have done when it came to bringing things to your superiors' attention. And yeah, if you're talking about combating, that would be what I would do personally to combat a DEI, systemic discrimination and racism in the workplace.
No, wow. My back on screen. I'm sorry, yo. I had to get my cocktail refilled, brother. First of all, I want to say I am so sorry for you going through this. When I was in high school, I was in business already. I had my own business already at a car wash in San Diego. And I had some experiences working at Taco Bell and seeing my father who was a general contractor, construction company owner, and he was begging and pleading. And I think a lot of folks get mad or understand why I say on LinkedIn, stop begging all the damn time. But I saw my dad literally begging, literally holding picket signs outside of government projects or corporate projects to get black contractors. And he's begging to install the doorknobs, or begging to put the curbs in the street project, or he's begging to put the doors and the hardware and things like that, because he couldn't get the whole. This is a man who went to KU, graduated, worked all over the world, but he had to beg in America to get a piece of construction projects throughout California, Kansas City, my family was from. And I'll tell you, I'm really sorry that you have to go through this. I think it's ridiculous. Once again, my first question is, why are you working there? Ask yourself, why are you working there? And I got a video I want to play real quick, Rakeem, because I think sometimes videos help us to understand, one, you're not alone, okay? And two, I think that this may be my own insecurity, and you're the smart guy, Rakeem, but I feel like I don't believe that you guys believe me when I say it myself. I talk a lot of shit. I joke a lot. I'm fun, but I'm able to joke a lot and have fun because I'm not in this crap. But to see my brothers and sisters go through this is kind of triggering for me. You got it? Can you just play the video real quick? You have the video? Watch this video real quick, and I want you to see this. I want you to listen to this video. It's a white person. It's not someone black. But I want you to hear this video so that you understand why this may be happening to you.
You say word? Check it out. See, y'all single-handedly own the power and you can't even see it. They know that y'all single-handedly hold the cards to all of this shit in this nation. God, please just wake up and see what kind of control you actually have.
No, they just
Lord wanted me to meet your K, but to meet your K show here on YouTube and about a particular of the African diet.
I'm going to back that up, you guys. We're going to back that up. Wait 1 second, you guys, because you need to hear this.
If you could please do me a favor and subscribe to all channels and like this video, I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm about to show you a video that's going to make you say word. Check it out. See, y'all single-handedly own the power and you can't even see it. They know that y'all single-handedly hold the cards to all of this shit in this nation. God, please just wake up and see what kind of control you actually have. If you really want to get technical, y'all are the ones that can save this country. Because the minute that y'all actually see through their bullshit is when they lose their wealth. Talk about white privilege. They will lose their wealth. They bank on y'all. They bank on y'all remaining stagnant with their bullshit. I can't wait to see this shit unfold. I'm gonna tell you, there's one by one, they're waking up.
Come on.
Y'all better get ready. One by one, they're waking up to rich man's bullshit. And they're seeing, and they're standing their ground. And once they lose the black vote, it's on like a Donkey Kong. Well, you saw her there was a white woman basically telling black people.
Come on. I'm sorry, Rakeem. But My point was to build you up so that you don't feel like you have to go through what you're going through. You have more power than you have. And I wanted a white girl to tell you, but y'all, they waking up. Y'all, it's on like Donkey Kong. I'm sorry, Rocky. I'm very immature. But my point is, I think that this situation, you don't need to go through that stuff. You need to really focus on you and think, why are you working here? You have more power than you actually think that you have. They know that you have more power than you actually think that you have. So I think that we need to wake up and you need to realize, I don't know what you're going through and why you're going through it. I can't wait till we have it to where we can actually have these folks call in and talk directly and ask more questions, Rakeem. But I just wanted to play that video. I'm sorry. What did you think of the video, Rakeem? She's crazy, right? It's funny. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did see the video. Actually, I think it's great. Actually, it's funny that I saw another video last night when it came specifically about the UK and when it comes to their racial discrimination and stuff that's there, and it's actually was said by I forget the guy's name, but he was pretty much saying that like some of the things that I touch on, it's like the energy that you put into the subject itself is what gives it power and what like is the agenda, right? The agenda from like she was just saying is about the separation and also us understanding our value, and not just as Black people, but as people, period. Like, you know what I mean? The whole idea, like the whole idea and agenda is to keep us low. The whole conversation about, you know, discrimination and racism and all that is, like, agree with me or not, I can care less, but is a low vibe. Like, you know, it's a low vibe because the whole idea and agenda is to keep us divided, because a house divided, you know what I mean, doesn't have the power. You know what I mean? Like, so they know if we unify, and we unify, then they lose power, right? Because the even the 1%, you know, they need people to buy things in order for them to have money. You know what I mean? So if we go ahead.
And you need workers who feel like they're not worthy, so they don't even feel worthy. So how are they going to ask for a fucking raise? How are they going to ask for a raise?
It's all brainwashed, man.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all, they waking up. y'all need to wake up. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong. If you wake up, y'all just wake up.
Seriously though, like I get the conversation and I love it. That's why I'm here. You know what I mean? But I want to be a contribution to realizing that we didn't, like, I mean, our ancestors didn't have the opportunity, and shoot, like they was getting killed for trying to run away from being slaves, and they were being killed for it. You know what I mean? So times are a lot different now. And like she said, like we need to wake up and realize that, you know, our gifts and our powers, and that, you know, start cutting ourselves away from, like what me and you have spoken about, me specifically about this conversation, is like I'm here to add value and raising us above this conversation, because they want us having this conversation to continue to divide us. So I love that you put that video up there. You know what I mean? To show
it's a
that,
white
like,
girl.
nah,
You can't blame me.
Yes, yeah.
It's a white girl, y'all.
Telling us we need to wake up.
She's leaned back in the chair. She got her glasses on. These are the allies I want. I want allies like her. But next question, please, where they get mad at us. We can keep it rolling. Let's keep it moving.
Malik from Los Angeles, California. Why is that, despite having similar qualifications and experiences, we often earn less than our white counterparts? How can we address this pay gap?
Let me answer that. Since I'm an owner, I've been doing this a long time. First of all, we use that as an advantage for ourselves as Black folks, typically to get in the door. Once you get in the door, as the other guy said in the other question, you're going to work twice as hard. You're going to have imposter syndrome. Just get ready for it. But you're going to get, like Rakeem said, you're going to get a bunch of experience. You're going to get more experience. You're going to be a better McDonald's cashier, a better fry cook at Kentucky Fried Chicken, a better executive at the T-Mobile. You're going to be better than all those other counterparts around you, right? As soon as you get that going, as soon as you get your life together or whatever, you need to be thinking about, because you specifically said, okay, yeah, the pay gap. You need to then go through and then say, okay, now that you got it all, you feel confident, you got your bills caught up, you done use this job to get your life right, go in and ask for a raise, go in and ask for a promotion, name other workers that you specifically said similar qualifications and experiences, but there's a pay gap. So now that you've proven yourself, we know we got to prove ourselves. We know that's just the way it is. And let me just put in defense of white folks and corporations. Because of racism, the truth is we don't have the experience, but that's not our fault. But once you gain the experience, go back in, ask for a pay raise, ask for a promotion, compare yourself to coworkers by name, and then be ready to walk away. Because now you got the experience. You feel me, right? Now you got the time on the job. And don't walk away today. You know how we be doing. You be applying on nights and weekends, start you a side hustle, and then get ready to walk away. Or what do you think, Rakeem?
I agree 100%. I couldn't have said it more. Like, create leverage. That's all you have to do. Business is about leverage. You know what I'm saying? Like, create yourself some leverage. Like, Malik, it sounds like, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but it sounds like there's some insecurity, like, and you're believing the hype that you are less than, you know what I mean? And you need to understand that you're not less than. And like you said, like every decision that we make, there is consequences, natural consequences, right? So there's good consequences and there's bad consequences. All we have to do is understand that's a part of life and embrace those consequences. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you know your value and you know your worth and you know that you're worth more than your quote unquote white counterpart, then like Kareem said, you go in there and you demand in a, business way, your wages to be raised. And like you said, you've done your homework, slap that on the table, be like, read this real quick. See this real quick. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've done my homework. And if they ain't prepared to, just because you've done that homework, you know what I mean? Just because you've done, because there's not a lot of people who's doing that. There's not a lot of you, Malik, who's doing that. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you've done that, you know what I mean, it's going to impress. And if it ain't impressing, that ain't where you want to be working at anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you take your talents elsewhere. Like, you know, like, that part. Like you, because there is no room for you. There's no room for you because you way too valuable. Like, there's no room for you, Malik. So you need to take your talents elsewhere, and you need to say it just like that. You know what I mean? With all due respect, if you're not willing to step up and pay me my worth, then I'm out here. Like, you know what I mean? I created this leverage because you know that you could do what you got to do to make it happen. Like, you're in California, bro. In America, there's 1,000,001 ways to make money out here, especially on the online. Like, I mean, take it from me.
And not limited to Mexico.
You know what I mean? So it's like, seriously, you need to, you know what I mean? You need to really hop on the board, know your worth, like, you know what I'm saying, and reach out, you know what I mean, to people who can help you elevate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. That's all. I agree with you 100%, Kareem.
Next question. I didn't get no claps when I asked the questions. I ain't never got no fucking clap ever. But
it was a unified
I'll try harder next time.
It's unified. It's a piggyback. It was a piggyback clap. Mine was a piggyback clap.
Jasmine from Dallas, Texas. I've experienced racism in interviews and have been overlooked for promotions. How do we cope with this and continue striving for success?
It's right up your alley, Rakeem. Because I can't even answer that question. Wow.
Okay. So this is just Jasmine or Jasmine. I don't want to say this the wrong way. From Dallas, Texas.
I think it's Jasmine.
Jasmine. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Jasmine.
I don't think it's from the strip club. I think it's Jasmine.
But you're experiencing racism in interviews and overlooked for promotions. How do you cope with this and continue striving for success? Girl, keep striving for that success. Like, again, we need to, like, yo, I'm glad you showed that video, Kareem. Like, we really need to understand. I know we're products of our environment, but we really need to understand our worth. We really need to accept, right? First thing is accepting that this is what goes on, right? Like, and I'm not saying it's good, it's a good, like, life ain't fair. So we just need to accept what's going on. Now it's, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to continue to feel like you're not worth nothing because you're being overlooked at and you're experiencing racism in the interviews? You're experiencing before, you're not even at the job or at the job, you know what I'm saying? Or you're at the job and you're looking for promotions and interviews. That means the job itself is already racist. So I'd say get out of there. You know what I mean? But like, if it's in interviews before you get to go to a next job, you don't want to work there anyway. That's letting you know, like, we need to realize as employees, right? You still, as a person, they wouldn't be able to have success without having employees. So you need to know your value as an employee and what you bring to the table. So what is your value? Like, me, as you're coming to this job, and that's in each and every job, may it be promotion interview or may it just be getting a job interview. You know what I mean? Like, you need to know your worth and speak your worth at that interview. And if you're saying this is how much your worth is, and they're not trying to meet that, then on to the next. I used to say this all the time: a job is a job is a job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would be threatened about it. I would tell people that I work with, coworkers, like, a job is a job is a job. Like, I get you can be a career, but like, there's 1,000,001 law firms. There's 1,000,001 this. Like, I mean, there's 1,000,001. And I'm speaking, you're in Dallas or you're in the USA, so I'm speaking to, like, there's 1,000,001. So you really need to look at abundance. Look at abundance and stop limiting yourself to this one place. And it can get tiresome. But guess what? Even entrepreneurs, ask Kareem, ask me another entrepreneurs. It doesn't matter which way you go. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tumultuous. You're going to be facing a lot of ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to get less stressful with you not being an employee and being an employer. You know what I mean? It's going to be just as hard, and just strap on the bootstraps, like, you know, and get yourself, like I said, not promoting me. You ain't got to work with me. You know what I'm saying? But get yourself a mentor or a coach or something, you know what I'm saying? As someone who can help you understand your value. You know what I'm saying? Get you some higher goals and keep your mind right. You know what I mean? Keep your mind right as you're going through this. And Jasmine, like, I promise you, like, don't give up. I promise you, you get the right mentors. I promise you, you get the right people around you. Like, look for some coaches, type it in your Google search bar, like, you know what I mean? And they might be to you pricey, but it's worth it. Make it your worth, because, you know, once you get through this, you'll be able to go to in front of anybody and be like, this is my worth. This is what I want. I'm not dealing with this stuff. I'm not like, you know what I mean? And that's all you have to do. And I promise you, you come to people like that. You come to businesses like that. You come to, like, because these businesses are just people too, are running these. So you come to them like, this is me. Take it or leave it. This is my worth. Take it or leave it. And that's what they're going to do. Take it or leave it. What do you think, Quinn?
I better get a fucking clap after this. I better get a clap. First of all, Jasmine. You know, I think Jasmine is a black name. Jasmine, success is for everyone. I've been saying it for 25 years. And the reason I founded my company 25 years ago is a lot of people couldn't feel successful. And I was like, no, it's for everybody. Everybody can feel success. You're successful already. Apparently, you got past the racism ass bullshit. You got past the lack of promotion, and you got your job. So you're already successful. Their racism and their lack of promotion for you has nothing to do with your success. X that. You were successful before you walked in the damn door. Remember, they hired you. If someone applies to work for me, if I hire them, unless I hire them, be like, you got to prove. As I tell you, you got to prove something. If I hire you, it's because I believe you can benefit me, my team, my company. So they must need, and I hate to be, you know, I'm not gonna say that. I'm a black dude. Jasmine, I know you Latina, okay? When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, they're lucky to have you. They probably need some diversity hire. They probably need your market share. They probably want to relate more to the Latino community. And was it Dallas? In Dallas. I have a sister. Shout out to Alana, AlanaLocks.com. She has a celebrity dreadlock salon in Dallas. I was in the United States Air Force stationed in San Antonio. Then went to Wichita Falls. I know exactly what you're talking about. They're lucky to have you. You were successful before you walked in the fucking door. That's why they hired your Latina ass. And you know the white folks may be mad. And if you weren't the baddest Latina applicant, they wouldn't have hired you in the first place. So get the knowledge, get the experience. It's already racist. Hold up, girl, hold up. You might want to try to go to hairrelaxercase.com. .org. Hairrelaxercase.org. The law firm, I forgot the name of the law firm, because I'm sure they handle cases like yours too. Because if you experience racism in the interview, I don't even know what the hell that means. I have no clue how you knew that you experienced racism in the interview. And then now you don't get a promotion? Okay, let me break it down into white language. That's racism and retaliation. You need to go talk to somebody. You might want to talk to like Rakim too. And I don't know why he keeps call Rakim. That needs to be a song. Kyle Tyrone, call Rakim. He has a free consultation. You can ask him about it because you need to have some confidence because you're already successful, sister. Angling mo talaga. Muy buen bueno. I'm sorry. They're both Spanish. Muy buen bueno, tita. Muy buen buena. You're fine as you are. And for them to make you feel that you cannot be successful, and most Latinas, you probably got kids, you got a family, you at least got a Lola and a Lolo. Don't just settle for that. Next question, please. Oh, I got claps. Do you hear my claps? Do you hear my little clap? No, I got a little claps.
You got it. I heard your claps.
Andre from Miami, Florida. How can we navigate the workplace when we're often the only black professional in the room and deal with the isolation and added pressure that comes with it?
Oh my God, Rakim, can I grab? I just had a 4-hour coaching session about this. I'm fresh. Let me say one thing. Racism is something very specific to the West, America and the UK. Racism is not everywhere. Most places on earth are not racist. Are they judgmental? Are they discriminative? Yeah, they are. But it also works in our favor. I'm the only black guy in every single room I walk in Asia. I'm the only one. But isolation, racism, all of those things, I don't feel that. I feel isolated because I isolate myself. I don't relate to the culture, so I don't be hanging out. But when it comes down to it, those are two separate issues. And because you have them both, you need to address them both. You being the only black person or what and walks into the room, that's okay. That's normal. You need to maybe diversify your career and go international. Start looking outside of the U.S. Because let me tell you this, though. I'm going to let Rakim answer. You learn that skill, and whites don't have that skill. Most people, to their disadvantage, adapt themselves to them. A black woman will get cancer to fix her hair to make the white girl so comfortable, to get the job from the white folks. You learn English, you learn code switching, you learn all of these things to assimilate to white folks. When you leave America and you travel the world, that's called bridges. It's a cultural advantage, and they know you have it. And most foreign companies, I mean like Asia, Africa, like that, someone like you, they know that you know how to deal with white people, and they don't. You ever met y'all? Okay, you can talk shit about China if you want to, and you know right now With the whole BRICS episode we had, Chinese folks will sit in front of your face at McDonald's and say, I will not speak English. They will sit in front of your face. They will look in your eye and be like, you need to learn Chinese. I'm not doing that. And it ain't black folks. They're actually nicer to black folks. They're a little racist a little bit over there sometimes. But I'm just saying that issue has nothing to do with you. How about you, Rakim?
Here again, you're hitting the nail on the head. And like you said, it's something that you experience. And it is two completely separate issues. Like one, navigating being the in the workplace and often being the only one, that's an external, but it can also be transmuted to something as like internal, because like, you could be physically the only black person in a room, but it's the narrative that you're creating. Again, energy, when it comes to us, is neutral. It's you turning that energy positive or negative. Like you can look at yourself as the only black professional as a positive thing, and that gives you an edge, like you shared, like, or you can look at it as a negative thing and help bring you, to a place where you don't need to be mentally. So you're saying, how do you deal with the isolation? The way that you could be, again, like I wish, Andre, you and I can have a conversation so we can get more specific about this. But the isolation could be something that you're dealing with internally, that could stretch far beyond a workplace thing. It could be something that you've been doing for a long time. It could have been something that you've done to yourself even in college, like, isolating yourself and feeling like you're not included in most circles, period. Like, like, and it's far beyond a black person thing. Like, so like Kareem said, it most likely is two totally different things that you're mashing together, or you're feeling like it's the same thing, based upon, again, I think we need to just really start, owning how great we are as people, like, like the insecurity levels of, hey, I'm the only, like, black person in the room. It shouldn't be, man, I'm tired of being the only black. It should be, I'm the only black person. Can you believe they let me in? Like, there's been times where I worked at a place where I was like, I come straight like this, and I know I got the job based off of how I present myself. Like, and I've gotten heat from both sides of the coin. That's why I love being here. I've gotten heat for not being black enough, and I've gotten heat for not being white enough. Like, Like, and that has nothing to do with color of the skin, right? So this is why the subject is very broad. Like, Like, it has nothing to do with the color of the skin more than how I present myself, because I'm well articulated. I'm not black enough. I'm showing education. I'm not, white enough because I'm well articulated and showing education, but I'm black. Like, my skin is darker. So it's like, it really is like far beyond what we even, the scope of what we think, the foundation of the racism and where it comes from. So that's how, people don't even know what what the differences is. A lot of people don't even know, like, that's how it's a brainwash thing. Because you don't even know fundamentally what racism is, and people are saying ridiculous comments like that, and it's based off of, oh, you're white because I'm educated, when white, quote unquote, isn't the education. like white isn't education. Like, Like, so it's like, man, I digress. I can go far left with with that one, but we really need to own, our and be prideful of who we are and your accomplishments, and know that you're a wonderful, fantastic person, inside and outside of the workplace, and that you bring value where you are. So you feeling like you're the only, I can't say feeling like, because that could be a physical, actual thing. You look around, you're the only black person in the room as a professional. Don't look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as a great thing, and that you have an edge over others. Like, and there's a reason why, like you shared with Jasmine, there's a reason why you're there. Like, Like, you've been hired there, for your value. Own that value. Be of that value, and shoot through the stars past everybody else in that room. Like, and the isolation thing, hop on the horn with me, and we can get that, settled real quick. Within a 30 days thing, if you want to address and hold yourself accountable and stretch past feeling isolated and getting yourself out there and overcoming this isolation. And that would be a thing of the past.
What's the next question?
Next question is from Nia from Washington, D.C. What can we do to raise awareness about the health risks like cancer associated with using chemical products to conform to Eurocentric beauty standards
Oh my God.
in the workplace?
I did not read these questions before. I swear to God Almighty, I did not read these questions before. That is nothing to do. There's 3 different departments that actually put the videos, the questions, and obviously who read in the studio for me. Wow, how timely is that? Well, we've already actually answered that question, girl, earlier in the show. You can look back. You can get $800,000 for your discomfort. Please watch that video. We'll put a link in the comments for that. We answered that very, very well. Matter of fact, you got the graphics still? We'll at least show you the graphics, sister. This is where you can go and you can deal with this. Then we got a next question. We can just, because we already answered this one exceptionally well. Is it there?
It says lip abrasor, Hemman and Bernstein, hair relaxer, cancer cases, legal team.
What they got all these folks ready for you, waiting for your ass, sister. And let me get. Wait, they got a website. I got to say this to you. I got to say, go to hairrelaxercase.org. What's the next question? How coincidental was that?
Yeah, I loved it. Loved it. Synchronicities. Gotta love it.
Oh my God.
Next is Kwame from London, UK. I've noticed that getting business deals and job opportunities can be easier for Black professionals abroad. How can we leverage our skills and experiences to access these opportunities?
Say it again, please. I'm sorry. I know what he said, but he's got that. That's that British. He's really articulate. Slow it down.
Kwame from London, UK. I've noticed that getting business deals and job opportunities can be easier for Black professionals abroad. How can we leverage our skills and experiences to access these opportunities?
Well, let me answer. I've been abroad. I left the States, the West, 15 years ago, 12 years ago. I was sick of the racism and all that stuff like that. I outsourced everything. And I think that the big thing is that, one, LinkedIn is a great place for it, Kwame. You're in the UK. We've got clients also in the UK. We have events that we hold in the UK. And I'll tell you that it is easier because you don't deal with the racism. It is easier because you can grow and push yourself in a lot of different ways because the racism is not there. So I will say that. But the opportunities for jobs, I'm not sure about that one, brother, because most foreign countries give their jobs to foreigners, and the UK is. So I would probably look more into business than anything else. What do you think, Rakeem?
Yeah, I can agree. I can definitely say, I don't know, like you said, I don't know too much about job opportunities, but I do say as making deals where, like you said, it's all about the assimilation. It's all about making people feel comfortable. And those deals are all about relationships mostly. Like it is about the value, a return on investment, like what they're getting out of the deal. But a lot more times than none, deals are made based off of the relationship, the vibe that they have with the person, we're well assimilated. So how can you leverage our skills? Do just that. The fact that you understand and know that, Kwame, the fact that you know that, embrace it and help it, use it to help guide you when you're going into business deals or going into a job, I suppose. I don't know if this is a generalized question, but if you have your own business, understanding that and using that to your advantage by just embracing it. I'm sure just the energy of you embracing that, Kwame, will elevate you and you will bring your A game when it comes to any deal or any job that you go to pursue. So yeah, I agree with you 100%, Kareem.
I'll tell you something really quick too I'll tell you something really quick too, Kwame, is that I was shocked at how you're from the UK. I was shocked at how, because I came for the whole wellness, meditation, life. You'd be surprised the opportunities abroad because you're not dealing with that racism that you guys are talking about. So it's the same thing, but it's not a racist thing. So that's why it feels like there's more opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities in the West. We just can't get to them. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. What's the next question then? Our last two questions for this demographic.
Keisha from Toronto, Canada. Despite having the same qualifications, how do we face discrimination in housing and neighborhoods? How can we break down these barriers and achieve true equity?
Say it again. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Keisha from Toronto, Canada. Despite having the same qualifications, how do we face discrimination in housing and neighborhoods? How can we break down these barriers and achieve true equity?
Oh, well, she went on. I was like, I thought I heard housing. I'm like, what? You can answer that. I'm not in America right now, so I don't have any issue with that. And yeah.
It sounds like she's in Canada. It looks like.
Oh, we got that.
It looks like she's in Canada, and I have heard a lot about the discrimination, like in housing and in neighborhoods, and how you don't get places due to. And honestly, I've dealt with a spot of racism after I've like bought my house, and having and again, this isn't, I say a spot of because it's not everyone, right? I don't overgeneralize. So how can you break down the barrier? Is like, for one, to me, I wouldn't want to live somewhere or be anywhere where I'm not welcome, right? So that's one aspect. And then another is if this is something that you're passionate about, Keisha, maybe you and other successful African, Black people can come together and do what you got to do to create a community that's addressing this. And you guys can come up with a firm yourselves that are going into these neighborhoods, that are buying these houses and flipping these houses and making sure that they're in neighborhoods that are more embracing towards Black people, and and you have a firm that doesn't discriminate and make sure that's a niche right there. You're making sure that you're placing them in neighborhoods where they're not going to have any problem with being accepted, and people like embrace diversity.
Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I was on mute. Sorry about that, you guys. I got this video because I want you to look at this. I left the country because I was sick of the racism. I was tired of it, and I was successful. So I can't imagine. And I wasn't working for anybody either. So I was more on the other side of the spectrum. But there's this video I want to show you really quick. I want to break this down. I really think that sometimes these videos, they do pretty good because you need to kind of understand sometimes the crap that you're going through is not just you. It used to be just us, but now white folks is feeling like Black folks too. Play this video real quick. Check this out, you guys.
Everybody keeps saying it's going to get better. How is it going to get better? Our economy is so impossible that I work a full-time job. I make $21 an hour working 40 hours a week. I have no extra expenses, no bills out of my living. I have one credit card that's max because I've lived out of it. But other than that, I know I cable. I mean, I cable in 20 years. We have cell phones, but, that's required. But other than that, nothing extra. On paper, my bills are $2,701. My income is $2,710. Do the math, $9 a month before I pay for food, gas, car repairs, any entertainment. There's no money for that. And my car is dying. It's paid for, so I don't have car payments now that I'm going to replace. And I don't know how to do that on $9 a month. $9 to feed myself, $9 to buy a car, $9 for insurance. Yeah. So at the end of the day, this is me because I work 8.5 hours a day, knowing that it's not enough, that it won't be enough. Fuck you, Ontario.
Okay, I want to play this because I want you to see something really quick. First of all, the things you're going through, it used to kind of only be us. You notice one consistent thing real quick is that all these folks, they have paid for cars, paid for houses, single incomes, and now it's not enough. So what you're going through, it's not just you, boo-boo. You anything else, Rakeem? What do you think? You already answered, Rakeem. You already, right?
Yeah, I'm good on that. That was another nice video and another nice point too. We like to think that we're the only ones who's going through certain problems, and that's more than just this subject, right? And it might bring a little bit of peace, understanding that, man, economy is freaking crazy, man. Like it's crazy for everybody out here.
It's crazy,
and everybody getting eaten up. Mm-hmm.
What's the next question? The last question, right?
Yeah, last question. Jerome from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Oh, we all over them. Thank you, Jesus. See, that's why I play the prayer at the beginning of the show, because it blesses us.
What can we learn from global experiences to empower ourselves and overcome the unique challenges we face as Black professionals and business owners? I'll repeat. What can we learn from global experiences to empower ourselves and overcome the unique challenges we face as Black professionals and business owners?
Well, I'm going to ask that real quick. As it comes down to it, is one, racism is an American, European thing. No matter what they tell you, they say racism's everywhere. No, it ain't. Discrimination's everywhere. There's some racist everywhere, but racism is not everywhere. So usually if you can survive or in America or Europe, you can survive anywhere. He's in South Africa. So the hard part for you is going to be, of course, as you heard from the whole, he's in South Africa. Well, congratulations on BRICS, South Africa. We appreciate that. So you might be getting a boost here pretty soon, brother, if they do the whole BRICS situation. And the benefit, which maybe that's why you're asking, the benefit is because the value of the money is going to be higher and you want to take advantage maybe of that in the States. I would look at it like eventually if that BRICS thing goes through, you're going to have an advantage. And the advantage is going to be, you're going to be able to get American talent, American opportunities into your business or your career in South Africa because your money is going to be a little bit higher maybe than the U.S., 55 times higher actually, but higher than the U.S. So you're going to be able to get better talent, you're going to be able to outsource to the U.S., things like that have not been available to anyone outside of the West. So keep that in mind. But when it comes to the leveraging internationally, online, that's the key.